Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to take a look at multiple videos and photos of just cool stuff. Things in the sky involving the sun, the moon, something spotted on a lake that was not identifiable. We're going to start off with photos of the moon coming out of Kentucky. Here we go. This is photo number 1. Check it out. And you're looking at the moon. This goes back to April 18th. And then something shows up in the photo. But I want to share an email that accompanied these photos you're about to see. And this is the email that was sent along with the photos. It goes on to say, okay, this is getting scary and getting close. Apparently, what you're seeing right here was also spotted by the viewer on the ground. This was not a reflection. Man from Kentucky got through mowing his grass, looked up, and whoa, saw that in the sky, not far from the moon. We had an encounter with the moon back in January out here in Arizona. Didn't look exactly like that. Looked a little bit bigger. It was at nighttime after dark, but there was indeed something next to the moon, and it wasn't a reflection. I could see it before I even took the photo. That's what this gentleman's claiming here. The email goes on to say that I just received some pictures from my brother Paul, who's 70, that lives in Louisa, Kentucky. He just got through mowing his grass. I'm going to condense the email here just for presentation purposes. He just got through mowing his grass. He sat down, looked up at the moon, and saw this. And this is what he saw. This is not a reflection according to the sender. The sender was over in Ohio. The viewer that spotted this was in Louisa, Kentucky. Here's another photo. Again, there's the mysterious object, and there's the moon. That's photo number 2. Here's photo number 3, a little farther away. These are all unedited, by the way. I haven't done anything to any of these photos except share them with you. And I did put them in a folder to share with you guys. Here we go. Supposedly, again, according to the man that sent the email, this is what the man saw in the sky. This is not a reflection according to the sender. Here's another photo. He sent in a total of 5 photos. This is photo number 4. There you go. And it hasn't moved. And I will say, when you take multiple photos of the moon or the sun, and there's a reflection in the photo, it's going to change location between photos because your camera is going to move just a little bit. If it were a reflection, the reflection's going to move with the camera, right? Well, this seems to stay in the same place through every single photo. Check it out. It's in the same location. Here's another photo. We'll put them side by side. Same location, right? Check this out. We're going to put them side by side. Look at that. They're all in the same location. So, again, this is supposedly what the man saw in the daytime sky on April 18th. These are all different photographs that were taken probably a few seconds apart. But again, the camera moves, the glare is going to move. So maybe that wasn't a glare. Great catch by Paul out of Kentucky on April 18th of 2024. Did anybody else happen to see this in the sky on April 18th of 2024? If you did, leave a comment down below in the comment section. Speaking of the moon, this is the full moon sent in by Linda out of Barry, Illinois. Check that out. Full moon on April 23rd. The full moon this month was April 23rd and 24th, according to moongiant.com. And here's another photo, also sent in by Linda out of Barry, Illinois, of the full moon visible from west central Illinois. And Moon Giant can be found over here at the homepage of the website, earthwatchman.com. Click on that white tab that says Moon Phase, and that will take you to Moon Giant. Thank you, Linda. And sticking with the moon theme, we're going to another location in South Carolina, Greenwood, South Carolina. This video was sent in by Big Ma, and it goes back to April 20th of 2024, just a few days ago. This looks more like what we saw out here in Arizona, something next to the moon. and it was pretty good size. Here's the video that was sent in by Big Ma out of South Carolina, the night of the 20th of April at 9:15 to 9:45 p.m. They took several videos of this anomaly in the sky. This is one of many short video clips that were sent in. I chose this one because they were all pretty much the same. But notice the anomaly to the right side of the moon. And it's not moving around as the camera's moving around. You can see the green reflection clearly moving around. That's what reflections do, and that's what I was talking about with regard to the other photos. When the recording device moves around, if it's a reflection, it's obviously going to move around with the recording device. That thing there, whatever it may be, is remaining stationary, and it's at the 5 o'clock position of the moon. If the moon were a clock, that would be at the 5 o'clock position, and that's where it remained during the entire 39-second video out of South Carolina. Very cool. And to be honest, that looks very similar to what we saw out here in Arizona. It seems like there's been several people here recently, myself included, noticed things up near the moon that they've never seen before. Something new may be going on up near the moon, visible sometimes depending on the atmospheric conditions and, of course, the angle and the time of day and things like that. In fact, this has been going on since 2022. And here's another example by Melissa of an anomaly showing up in her video. She said in the video she could see 2 moons, and as you'll notice in this video that has narration that we're going to play in its entirety, when she moves the camera around, the anomaly next to the moon does not move. So I want to play this one again for those of you that did not see it. Here we go.
My name is Melissa Kaler. It is April 23rd, 2024. 10 p.m. in St. George, Utah. My daughter, Sam, texted me and told me to go out and look at the moon. It's a full moon tonight. I went and looked at it, and it looked totally normal, totally beautiful. I went to start taking pictures of it and noticed that there are 2 of them. 2 moons. The one above is brighter, the one below looks normal. You cannot see this with the naked eye. You can only see it taking a picture or video, apparently. I am using an iPhone 14 Pro. This is just me from my front porch. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here. Zooming in and out. There are 2 moons. Like I said, the one above looks a lot brighter, and the one below looks somewhat normal. It looks a little bit blurry when I zoom in, but clear as day. These are 2 glowing circles in the sky. Not sure which one is the moon, but there are definitely 2 of them. I'm not using any kind of filter, any kind of nothing. I am just zooming in and out on my regular iPhone camera. I see these 2 little green dots below kind of floating around down there. I'm not sure what they are. Maybe it's a reflection. I don't know, but what I do know is there are 2 moons in the sky right now. April 23rd, 2024, around 10 p.m. in St. George, Utah.
Isn't that wild? And notice how the reflections move in unison and the dual moons in the sky remain stationary, as reflections always move with the recording device, but they're moving in tandem, almost as if there are 2 points of light in the sky. Another very bizarre video, this time out of St. George, Utah. I've got some really cool photos to share with you guys that were sent in by Jose R. Check out this jumbo halo in the sky that's also got a dark center and then a lot of activity around it. You can tell it looked like it was kind of a windy day. The clouds look streaky, but the photo itself is crystal clear, taken by Jose R. In fact, that photo is on the homepage of the website today, right there. Really cool halo spotted in the sky. Not sure of the location. Here's another photo sent in by Jose. Check that out. Looks like it has hair. See the overflow coming off the left-hand side and the right-hand side? How about that? That's definitely not something you see every day. Usually when you see a halo, it's just one big ring in the sky. This one here appears to have multiple rings in the sky. Once again, photo taken by Jose R. Not sure of the location. Doesn't matter. Big halo in the sky above planet Earth. Speaking of halos, we're going to Alaska. This photo was sent in by David Dewey out of Kenai, Alaska, and you can see a halo in the background there behind this building, visible from his location on April 22nd of 2024. Thank you, David. Very, very cool. Speaking of cool, Kayla, Deborah Saloni out of Waukesha, Wisconsin. Here we go. She spotted something over here on a lake. This is looking out over a lake. You can see the catwalk here. That's water. That's the shoreline over there on the opposite side of the lake. You can see trees and houses over there. Everything in between is water. I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking the same thing I did. More than likely, this is a boat, right? Well, it's not behaving like a boat. It's just kind of weird. Check this out. Video once again sent in by Kayla.
Okay, it's April 20th. 2024 in Waukesha, Wisconsin. The temperature outside is 37 degrees Fahrenheit.
Look at that thing. What?
It is windy. That is not a car light. I hear an airplane, but that is something moving on the water with no sound.
Something moving on the water with no sound. Super bright. And you can hear an airplane. She said that. Okay, and right here, she pulls the camera back to show that the sky's kind of cloudy, and she was actually looking for the airplane, because you can hear an airplane, but it's obviously not sitting down here on the water, even though that can happen. This isn't a very big lake, so a plane wouldn't be necessarily landing and taking off here. She was completely mystified by this thing, whatever it was. Check that out.
That has got to be something on the lake.
Now, keep in mind, you know, she lives here. She's used to seeing boats and things like that on the lake. This wasn't making any sound, wasn't behaving like a boat. Just kind of weird, right? Video goes on. And this object, whatever it was, kind of disappeared back behind this tree line. I don't know if that's a cove back there or what. Okay, what she was describing there was a purple circle with a purple flame creating a vortex over here. I mean, this thing must have been super bizarre, whatever it was, on a lake up in Wisconsin where it came from. If it's another one of those USOs, maybe it came from up under the water and was hanging around up here on top of the water for a while and then went back there and disappeared. I don't know, but just a weird observation out of Wisconsin. Thank you, Kayla. Okay, going from Wisconsin out here to Arizona. I took this video footage myself. It's of the sun. I've been filming the sun every day with a specialized solar filter, and I picked up something yesterday that I've never seen before. So I want to share it with you guys, see what you think. This here is a lens glare. That is not anything in the sky, but check out what shows up. Do you see that? I'm going to slow it down, zoom in so you can get a better look at it right there. Now super slow motion. Look at that. I didn't think too much of it, okay? Right there it goes again, until I saw the next one. So this is the first one that showed up in the video of the sun. These are obviously different formats that I've always done. Here we go, a much bigger one. Check this out. Whoa! It went way too fast, right? I'm going to slow it down so you can see it again. Slow motion here. Check it out. What in the world was that thing? That thing was huge. Watch. Look at that. Big old huge semi-transparent orb. There it goes again. Watch. This isn't, there it goes right there. A huge, I'm talking massive semi-transparent orb. There it goes again. Those were all just different formats. I tried to pull it forward, but it was very difficult, almost impossible to see. I obviously didn't see it because I wasn't looking at the sun. I don't know what that is. I have no idea, but it showed up before that did. Look at that. Look at that thing. Massive semi-transparent orb. There's another good look at it. And it's affecting the way my camera is managing the light of the sun. See that? Isn't that weird? There you go. More mysteries in the sky above planet Earth. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos or videos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@mrmbb333.com. If you have any videos that won't attach to the email, I know that happens sometimes, just come over here to the red banner that says Have a Large Video. The website here is earthwatchman.com. Go to this red tab. It's simply a Dropbox. Drag and drop your video into the Dropbox. Just include your first name, date, and location. That's all I need, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.